Today I've got for you guys the Week 7 Challenges Guide, with secrets for all of the challenges, including secret soccer goal locations, the treasure map, chests, and more. Now, quick before I get into it, guys, if you want to get free gift cards or even V-Bucks in actually a legit way, be sure to check out the free app PlayVig through the link in the description. Basically how it works, you simply set it up when you're playing and go for quests like this one right here, which is simply win a solo game. After you've completed it, you're awarded coins that you can use in the shop to buy gift cards, games, or even V-Bucks if you want to. Along with that, there's also larger tournaments with larger prize pools, and those are updated a ton. So if you guys want to check it out for free, link down below in the description. It's fully legit, I've used it, and it's a ton of fun. But getting back into it, guys, yes, I've got tips, tricks, and secrets for you for every single challenge this week, including the ones with secret soccer stadiums, chests, and the treasure map, and more. But as always, guys, if you find this helpful, be sure to hit that like button down below. It seriously helps me out so much and encourages me to make more of these guides every single week. Along with that, comment down below what tier you guys are at and maybe what level you are at, because currently I am at level 100. I've gotten Omega, but I still need to complete these weekly challenges because I have to get to level 80 to unlock everything for Omega. So it's going to be a grind, but a ton of fun completing these challenges. But without further ado here, let's jump into it, guys, with this week's leaked challenges. As always, we do these a day early so you guys can know what to expect. But credit to these goes to Fortnite Tracker, so big thanks to them. But anyways, starting off, you have deal damage with a pickaxe to opponents, which seems tough, but it's actually pretty easy. I've got a good tip for you on that. Then search chests and risky reels, got all of those as well. Consume foraged items, score a goal on different pitches, which seems very tough. But as I said, there's a bunch of secret pitches to go after. And then you've got follow the treasure map found in Pleasant Park, actually got that as well. And then finally, assault rifle eliminations and eliminate opponents in Shifty Shafts. So yeah, guys, some very interesting challenges this week, especially for Blockbuster. This is the week we get them unlocked, and I'm going to be pretty hyped. But yeah, guys, let's get into it with the first challenge I want to go through, and that is the foraged items challenge. So this one isn't too hard, but in case you were a little bit confused about this one, it has to do with like the apples and the mushrooms that are found on the map. So overall, it's not too tough. The only problem is actually finding them in game. Now, first of all, personally, I wouldn't focus on this one right away. I mean, I use these items actually quite a bit just playing the game for fun. So who knows, maybe if you go for the other challenges, you might actually find some of these on the ground and you might, make progress on it that way. So I personally would save this challenge for the end, but in case you want to get it done super quickly, all you have to do is simply drop into like Wailing Woods or Moisty Mire. Personally, I would drop into Wailing Woods because it seems a little bit less crowded. But if you go to Wailing Woods, as you can see like in this clip here, you can just go around the entire woods and find a ton of the shield mushrooms, and all you have to do is find 20 of those. Now what's nice about that is you can find 20 of them before having max shields, unlike the apples, which you'll actually have to lose health in order to consume. So that makes it super easy. Just drop Wailing Woods, get some of these mushrooms, and get it done. But moving on here to the chests challenge for this week, which actually might just be the toughest chest challenge we've ever had. This one has to do with risky reels. Now what makes this one especially tough is the fact that risky reels is actually a pretty small location on the map, and recently they changed it to remove a bunch of the chests. As you can see, they actually fixed the hole in the center, and a bunch of the cars and like trucks around it no longer include chests. So that actually makes it quite a bit tougher, and you're going to have to drop multiple times in order to get this one done. But first, before we actually get into where the chests are, the game mode that is the best one to get this done is definitely 50v50 v3 if it is still live when the challenges go up. That and maybe solo squads and solo duos. Definitely not solo itself. That always seems to be the most crowded game mode. But 50v50, nobody really seems to go for challenges in this game mode, and you never have to worry about enemies. It's a super safe way to get chests, and I definitely recommend that. Now, which chest do I recommend going after? Well, first of all, I recommend not going to this house over here. Although it does have 3 chests, as you can see, there is one in the very top, which might actually be a good one to go after. I don't see a ton of people finding this one on the very top. Then you could also maybe go down below to this one on the 2nd floor, and then after that you can break directly through that floor and maybe find a 3rd one if it decides to spawn right there. So that can be a good place to go for chests if nobody else happens to actually go there. Now, the second spot that I would recommend is maybe this barn over here, or not really a barn, just sort of like a covered area, because there can actually spawn 2 chests under here, and it's a pretty safe spot. You can just run straight into there, grab both of those chests pretty quickly back to back, and I feel like it would save you quite a bit of time over some of the other ones where you actually have to break through like the ceiling and stuff like that. Now, speaking of the ones you have to break through the ceiling for, there is this building over here that has 2 chests. There's one one in the very top in the attic. Then you can break down and find another one inside of the bathroom. This one's maybe a little more secret, so that could be a good one to find. Now after that, a secret chest that I would actually recommend going after if you just want one safe one is this one in the truck over here. This is just outside of Risky Reels, and it should for sure count. So if you want an easy one in the open, definitely go and grab this one, and then actually after that you can run straight back into Risky Reels and maybe grab the one on top of the RV that is right in the open as well. But after that, there's actually one in this you know, like booth right here. I don't know what else to really call it, but there is one in there. And then there's also another chest. You guys probably know it. It's behind the projector itself. Now after that, I don't for sure know, but you could maybe try going to this tree over here and trying to get these chests. I don't know if they count, so don't quote me on that. I might update you guys down below in the pinned comment if they do count. But yeah guys, once you get some chests in one game, make sure that you either complete the game or get eliminated. Do not click leave the match from the options menu, because that'll make it so those chests don't count towards your challenges. So just build like a staircase upwards, you know, fall off of it, and that'll eliminate you and make the challenges count. But moving on to the next challenge now, this one is super hard, alright? This one will probably take you the entire time. It is the assault rifle eliminations. I'm completely kidding. It is the assault rifles eliminations challenge, but this one is so easy. It is the easiest challenge ever. So honestly guys, do not worry about this one. Focus on the other challenges. You're gonna get this one done with the least amount of worry. I mean, AR eliminations have to be like the highest type of elimination in the game, and just by playing like one game you can get this done like super simple. There's really no tips I even need to give to you guys. So just again, focus on the other challenges first, because you'll probably nail this one down without even having to worry about it, and you'll knock out two birds with one stone on that. Now moving on to the next challenge here, which definitely is a little bit of a challenge, but I've got you guys on this one. The soccer goals challenge. So specifically this one says to score goals 3 times on different pitches. Now if you don't know what pitches means, it basically means different soccer fields. Now at first this may seem tough because the obvious soccer stadiums or pitches are the one next to Tilted, the brand new one that was added above Pleasant Park, and maybe the one inside of Pleasant Park itself. However, they actually added a bunch of other secret fields that will make this one super easy. So do not drop at those ones I just mentioned, because they're going to get super busy. Obviously there's only one ball. So the first of the 4 secret locations that I know of so far, the first of which is actually in Risky Reels. So you can maybe do this one while you're going for the chest challenge as well right away. But as you can see, if you drop right under the projector, there's actually a secret soccer field that was just added. But the goals for this one are under like the swing set. So, you know, just kick the ball that you find there into the swing set. It'll show up with the confetti and stuff like that, and that'll be one location already done. So yeah, after that, it probably makes sense just to drop again because they're so far spread out. But the next closest location is the containers or crates, and big thanks to Pleffy too for finding this one. But if you go to this spot right here at the containers, as you can see, there's a soccer ball. Just kick it into the makeshift container goals, and that'll be another one that counts right towards that. So you could actually connect those 2 Risky Reels in the containers for 2 back-to-back. Pretty easy right there. Now after that, there is one in Fatal Fields, which is definitely the funniest one. As you can see here, it's actually like a makeshift soccer stadium with a bunch of scarecrows as like the players. But again, just like the other ones, just kick the soccer ball from the center into one of the goals, and you'll have another one for that challenge. But you know, play around a little bit longer with those scarecrows, maybe show them up a little bit. But it is a pretty funny addition. And then for the 4th and final one, if you want to get this one instead of the others, just go over to Flush Factory right here. I am doing it in theater mode so the soccer ball doesn't show up for some reason. But as you can see, the cars form like the field and the toilets form the goals. So just kick the ball between the toilets, and that'll be the other one that counts. But yeah guys, just drop at those secret locations, and this one should be pretty easy. But moving on to another eliminations challenge, this one is for Shifty Shafts, and just like the previous ones, it is for 3 eliminations in this location. So some quick tips to get this one done pretty quick. Obviously, the game mode I would recommend for this challenge would definitely be solo, just because then you don't have to worry about like knocking somebody down and finally finishing them off, and then maybe they get revived or something like that. In solo, you just get the elimination and you're done. So definitely drop that. And also, I would not recommend going like straight into the middle of Shifty. That's where a ton of people are going to be going. It's going to get super busy and you might not even get a gun. It's going to get a little annoying. So instead, try going over towards these houses over here. There's still probably going to be some people going over there, but I would imagine that not as many are going to go to the houses instead of just going straight into the like mines of Shifty. So once you land at those houses, try and stock up, maybe eliminate 1 or 2 people if they drop at those houses as well. If you want to be even more safe, you can drop at this house even further up. Nobody's going to be going to that one. And then you can run into Shifty and try and pick up a few other kills. Along with that, I would also recommend trying to get some materials. There's some big trees there that give a ton of materials, so get like 200 or something just to be safe. And then again, run into Shifty 50 and just go to town. But other than that, I mean, just keep trying. If you have a tough time getting eliminations, just keep dropping there over and over again. You'll eventually get those 3 that you need. But after that, we then have the treasure map location for this week, which is actually pretty easy, to be honest. As always with these treasure map locations, you don't actually need to go to the treasure map to complete it. As long as you know where the final star is, you can just drop there and get it. And by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so because I do these guides every single week, a day before the challenges are even up. So if you want to be the first to know about those, be sure to subscribe down below. Now, this one was specifically for Pleasant Park, but big thanks to GamerHex.com for getting the map early. I tried finding it myself in the game files, but the program I use needs to be updated, so I had issues with it, but thanks to them, they found the map, and basically where the X is on the map is in Tilted Towers. So specifically, the location that is marked is right here on this hill. So as you can see here, I'm just dropping in. Obviously, the star isn't going to spawn until Thursday, but this star will 100% be right up here, probably in the center of the hill. If it's not smack dab in the center, you might just have to explore a little bit around the hill itself, but more than likely it is going to be in the very center, so just pick that up and you'll get that challenge done. Gotta love these challenges, they're so easy. But as for the final challenge, that is also kind of a tough one. This one is deal pickaxe damage to opponents, and you have to do a total of 250 damage. Now at first you might be thinking that is going to be super tough. Well, actually it's pretty easy. This one trick that I have for you will let you get this done in no time flat. So first of all, I would definitely recommend doing this in 50v50. Again, if it's live, I'm not 100% sure if it will be live, but if it's not, you can instead do like squads or duos or something like that. Just make sure it's a game mode where you can knock somebody down. So obviously, if you're in 50v50, go pick up the normal weapons you would usually get and try and find people that are like on their own. Once you knock them down, all you have to do is run up to them, start hitting them with your pickaxe, and that pickaxe damage will count towards the challenge. So yeah, you'll probably need to do this about 3 times. It depends on how quickly you can actually get to somebody, but by far this is the easiest way to do it. If you did this like at the beginning of the game and tried to just hit people with a pickaxe while they're getting guns, that's gonna take forever. But instead, by knocking somebody down, hitting them with your pickaxe, you'll get this done in no time flat. But yeah, guys, with that challenge out of the way, that is going to be it for this guide. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe for next week's guide coming out very soon, or you can check out the previous guide on the left by clicking it on screen, or a fun video on the right going through 7 secret changes in the recent update. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.